aka Creative Mommy of Two, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm opening up a new section of this diamond painting that I'm working on for goodness knows how long, probably too long. As my accessories, I'm just working with a bigger new Diamond Art Club tray. I have my pen that my husband printed for me. I am starting to get a collection because he this week made me a purple one for my next project, the one I kitted up last week. I was planning on having that one started this week, or well, actually today, because I'm filming this Tuesday morning. But I'm not entirely sure that it will even be this week, because I'm having a bit of a diamond painting burnout at the moment, so yeah. Thankfully, it's not full on burnout. So yeah, I'm still diamond painting, thankfully, because it's a good relaxing hobby for me. But yeah, it's on a slower pace at the moment. Is my pen still picking up? No, it's not. Okay, then I'll need to change the wax. So I first need to grab a container. So I'm going to just move around my camera. Sorry if I'm shaking you. But I need to be behind my camera at the moment. So I have my trusty wax mess bin. I used this container already for a couple of years. So yeah, it's something. But yeah, so I have been diamond painting a lot the last weeks, especially for my shorts, since I've did my year of shorts like every day, a short, but I decided that it would just be too much. So at the moment I am not doing it that way, so I changed that around. So if you're here for the shorts, I'm sorry. But starting today, so the 1st of July, I am making sure that I have a video, shorts or regular video a day. So you will have content for me 7 days a week. But it is on Monday, something like a random video. On Wednesday, it's then the WIP and Chats. And on Friday, it's the time lapses, or well, the parts time lapse. For example, next week there will be a full time lapse because this Friday will be the last time that this diamond painting that I'm now uploading is, well, going to be uploaded, because that's the last part. Also, by the way, I'm sorry if I'm out of view for a bit. I am actually diamond painting, so I'm going to look. Am I a bit in view? At what point in here? Yeah, I'm going into view in a little bit. So I'm trying to work my way up and do like this area first. So hopefully I'm staying a bit in view, but yeah, this canvas is for me working this way the easiest because it has a lot of color blocking. I really like to work on it this way in bigger sections so I can do more at the same time. But yeah, it's not going to fit in one frame. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, so for the shorts, like especially now, this week is the kids' last week of school before the summer vacation. And I'm going a bit stir crazy with everything. And yeah, the shorts filming in the evening is a lot of work and difficult anyway with lighting and stuff. And I just couldn't get around to working on it the last couple of weeks, at least not as much as I would like to. So I couldn't work ahead enough. So yeah, I decided that I would just be, well, filling up the gaps in uploading days with my shorts. So I have 4 shorts a week instead of 7. Because if I would have kept going like this, I would have burnt out totally and I wouldn't have wanted to diamond paint anyway. which also meant, because I have been burning myself out a bit the last week, I have not been diamond painting as much in the evening. Thankfully, with my time lapses, I work ahead also, so that was at least figured out. I had enough till like the second week of August, so I could take some time off for that, so that I wouldn't totally burn out. But yeah, it's a lot of something. But yeah, it's craziness at school. It's way too hot everywhere, so that's also not working along, because now the kids today and yesterday, so Monday and Tuesday, they had tropic roster, which meant that they are done with school at 12 instead of at 3, at 3, not a 3. And yeah, we have a bit of trash here. Yeah, so normally I film most of the times in the afternoon, my shorts, or in the morning when I'm able to. So yeah, it's a whole lot of something. But yeah, we're getting there. As I said, like, I decided to just be kind to myself and be sure that I just basically prioritize myself by not doing a short every day anymore. How much I would like it, it's just not possible for me. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, as I said, like, it's tropic roster, because it's way too hot here at the moment, and doesn't help that as soon as it's over 30 degrees Celsius in the Netherlands, it turns flipping humid. It's just way too hot. It's not even fun anymore, and yeah, you're sweating in places where you don't want to sweat. And everything, and yeah. So yeah, in school, because they have an older school, they decided, also like in a lot of other places actually, but they decided that the kids need to, well, yeah, get home by 12, because it's just way too warm. And the good thing is, like, it's already the last week of school, so it's not that they miss like a lot of school work. So that's at least a plus. But yeah, it's just way too hot. Today, as far as I looked up like a little bit ago, it should go up to like 37, 38 degrees. Again, Celsius. And tomorrow it could be even up to 39. So yeah, it's hot. Way too hot. And I know, especially if you're like in desert places, probably for you it's like 39 degrees Celsius, big whoop, nothing new. But yeah, for us, it's a lot. And many times, if it's like over 30, well, actually already at 25, it's already starting. It's like really, really humid, so everything feels exhausting and ugh. So yeah, no fun. So good thing we at least have air conditioning at home, because that's not quote unquote normal in the Netherlands, even though a lot more people are getting them nowadays, because yeah, the summers are getting hotter, and you can also like heat up a room with many of them in the winter, which is cheaper than on gas. So that's also a reason why we also have one upstairs, because in the winter it also saves us some money, which is always good. Yeah. But all that being said, I totally forgot, like, how are you all doing? I hope you are staying cool if you're just like me in Europe and suffering this heat wave, because I believe it's like hot, like basically everywhere. So like, I hope you're staying cool. not suffering too much. Because, yeah, it's intense. It's way too much. But yeah, Wednesday afternoon, as far as I heard, like afternoon, beginning of the, well, end of the afternoon, beginning of the evening, at least here in the Netherlands, it probably will be starting to rain again and thunder and everything. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Let's just start infilling on the bottom part here. But yeah, so like weather-wise, it's not fun. So again, like I hope you're able to stay cool, like any way possible, basically. Yeah. Yeah, so let's start rambling about the rest of the week because yeah, I don't think you're interested in like hearing me ramble about the entire hotness of this week. Yeah, at least I hope, as I said, like that you had a good week. My week was a bit all over the place. Because, yeah, as I said, like I'm close to burning out on diamond painting. I have been needing to make sure that I have all the teacher gifts done. I also figured out that we had an extra intern because she was actually the entire year here in school. So I was like, I'm going to make her something as well. Even though she has been like just half the year, like in our son's class. So I'm still going to do it. The kids also had their last gym lesson this Monday. It was a whole lot of something. Yeah, so first things first, let's just start at Wednesday, because that's when I filmed last week's video, I believe. Nothing much actually happened on Wednesday. So, the usual, kids playing in the afternoon, daughter going to swimming lessons in the evening. I had my son at home with me, so I was able to do some stuff that I need to be doing. This week it's my turn to take our daughter to swimming lessons because hubby and I, well, we change every week. Like 1 week he goes, the other week I go, so that we both have a share in like watching her swim and everything, because she likes it as well. Yeah, after that had a regular date night, which we had a lot more of this week. Because yeah, as I said, like burnout. Thursday was just a regular day, cutting up fruits, picking the kids up in the afternoon, working on some shorts in the afternoon, like doing some regular stuff, nothing fancy, nothing special. On to the Friday. On Friday, as per usual, our son had the day off. Starting after the vacation, he will be officially in group 2, well, like second kindergarten. We actually had, by the way, on Wednesday we did have something special because we had our daughter's parent-teacher conference. So we had a talk with one of her teachers and like how she has been doing. She is actually reading a tiny bit too slow, but the teacher said like it's like kind of black and white. It's kind of like if she isn't reading this amount of words in this time, she hasn't passed the reading test. But the teacher said like she was actually the one that took the test from her daughter, and she was like she came like just a few seconds short. So she was like, it's on paper she hasn't passed, but like in reality she's so close. She almost passed. So she passed, kind of. With her spelling, she apparently is very precise. So she passed that in like perfect where she needs to be. because they grade it in like M3, E3, M4, E4, etc. The E stands for end, which is actually almost the same word in Dutch, so that we'll figure out. Middle as well, because it stands for eind 3, midden 3, eind 3, midden 4, eind 4. So middle 3, end 3, middle 4, end 4. Those are like the reading grades, to say it like that. So her reading, like speed wise, officially it's middle 3, but her actual speed is like N3, just a tick shy. So especially not close enough in the area where she needs to do 3 over. It's like first grade, because we start at like kindergarten at like 4 years old. So they have 2 kindergarten classes, which is for us groep 1, groep 2, which our son has now done groep 1 and is going to groep 2. And what's the word? What you call it? And so yeah, our daughter is now going to 4. As I said, like her spelling was good, so that was especially like specific where it needs to be. It was on the E3 level. But then her reading, her math, as far as they do obviously in that class, it was already at M4. So she is ahead half a year already. So I was kind of impressed with her. But yeah, both of our kids love to calculate stuff and everything. We also many times at home like give them small things to calculate. So they like it. Yeah. But yeah, I was impressed with her. So yeah, she is going to the next grades. So yay! Always fun. Like I didn't expect problems, but like at the same time, you're always like, ooh, what if they didn't tell us? Let's double check if I'm recording. Yes, I am. Good. Yeah, so on Friday, as I was saying, back to where I was. So our son had his day off, so he was just able to play around at home. As per usual, has his attention span of like 5 minutes, so every 5 minutes he wants to do something else. Which at times is kind of annoying, but it's kind of him. He has the attention span of a goldfish. And it is a lot better than it was like a bit ago, so we're getting there. So also, because he was at home in the morning, he and I were able to do like a little bit of grocery shopping, went to the supermarket close to us, walked there with like a little cart. I don't know actually how it's called in English, but we call it a bolderkar. It's like one of those 4-wheeled contraptions where you can put a lot of stuff in. You also see them a lot in like theme parks and everything, at least here. But basically like a baggage cart. Let's call it like that. So he was happy that he could help me with a lot of stuff and everything. So that was nice. Also, I need to think now that I need to put the bread rolls, either we need to eat them today or I need to put them in the freezer. Because they're getting old. Need to look in a bit, because I keep forgetting. It's a case of out of sight, out of mind. But yeah, our daughter had her actual birthday on Friday. So after she got home, like when she woke up, we sang her happy birthday song. She is at the moment like really overstimulated, so we're like, maybe it's not smart to go do something now, but we will be doing something for your birthday, like in vacation. So you will have your fun day out. And yeah, so we basically wanted her to relax a bit because on Saturday she had her actual birthday party with like family and stuff. So like maybe it's smart to just have a relaxing day. Ended up not being so relaxing at all, but one of her classmates, the mom, came to me in the morning like, hey, I'm sorry I'm so late, but she had a lunch plan and she asked somebody else first, but she couldn't get a hold of him anymore. Well, at least they didn't get back to her. So she was like, well, is it possible if she comes to your place? I was like, yeah, sure, that's fine. The only thing is we need to go to the parent-teacher conversations with our son's teacher. But I also directly said off, like, it's no problem. She can just join because, yeah, if we had 3 kids, they also would be all 3 there. And many times the kids just go and play somewhere. They also did that on Wednesday. So I'm like, as long as you're okay with it, it's fine by me. She was there until 3 o'clock. Well, here. So I'm like, it's not a total problem, like, at all. Like, don't worry about it. It's like, it's one of those things that, like, if the person you ask doesn't get back to you, yeah, well, it's sometimes hard to change out plans and everything. And yeah, I know that sometimes when you just plan on doing something for lunch with somebody else, you might take like an hour, a year before you even have lunch plans because it's always something. So I'm like, no worries. Normally I wouldn't have done it, but for this time, let's just do it. So our daughter was happy with that. They have been making loom bands together in the afternoon after we got back and everything. After that, I went to the store with our daughter because, yeah, it was her birthday. So the day after, we had our family's birthday party. And yeah, because our oven is broken, yeah, I couldn't make her cupcakes like I would normally have done. So I was like, well, normally she would have been able to choose her cupcakes, whatever she wanted. So now I'm just going to let her choose whatever cake she would like. So we did that. We had a phone call from my uncle to congratulate her, but also to tell that he couldn't come because he was sick for already a week. We also directly asked his advice for we had a car like in front of her house for like a couple of days already. It was with a German plate and we're like, yeah, it's sitting there. It has a decent sized dent in the side of it. And we're not sure, like, is it dumped there or anything? So we're like, you know what to do because, yeah, he's a cop himself. So he's like, just call your, yeah, wijkagent is the Dutch word. It's like area officer. It's like specifically to our like area. So we did that. Well, in the end, we needed to call like the non-emergency phone line of the police because we couldn't find like a specific number. So we did that. The time that I went with our daughter to like first drop off a package because I sold something. And then we went to the store to get the cakes and everything. And when we came back, there was a cop car. Apparently, in the meantime, also the person whose car it was came by. Like, not even a minute before that the cops showed up. So yeah, if it was a minute quicker, he would have gone away with it. But yeah, apparently this time not. So yeah, obviously they needed to check out that everything was okay and all. Because if it was a Dutch car, we wouldn't have looked at it. But because it was a German car, And it stood there when we never have seen it. There are a few cars that I know that's like from Belgium, from Germany, like around us. There are also some other cars that were like, okay, we know that they belong to that house because we have a military base here from NATO, the NAVO, whatever. Yeah, in Dutch we call it NAVO, and English it's NATO, to keep it confusing. And otherwise it's the other way around, but you know what I mean. We have a base here, so we have a lot of people from outside the Netherlands. But then you see the cars move because, yeah, obviously they need to go to work. And there are no like new people that we know of, like in our street or anything. Because, yeah, sometimes when they move in, yeah, you see that there are new people. So obviously, that wasn't that. Yeah, so the person ended up coming back. They looked at everything because obviously they need to check out that it indeed is all right. Because yeah, it could be that it just had a little accident and just didn't get around to fixing the car. That's possible. We also have a crack in our windshield and we haven't fixed it also, so yeah. So yeah, that's also a very good possibility. So I'm not judging on that, but it's like, it's suspicious. It's very much suspicious. Okay, I need to open a new jar, so this one can get away. Yeah, so we're a bit like, yeah, don't know what to do with it. So yeah, we called, they came, checked everything out, ended up taking out their blue gloves to check the car out, and apparently they stuffed something in a bag. It wasn't home back then. But yeah, in the end, when I got home a little bit after, apparently, the person got cuffed and yeah, they took him away. Like, there was also the license plates were taken off the car, and so it was a bit like, huh? So yeah, obviously, we don't know the details, because yeah, that's not what they come tell you. But yeah, apparently something somewhere on the car wasn't exactly right. But yeah, would you have done the same? Or are you like, well, it's just a car? So yeah. For us, the giggling part was the fact that like the person got in the car and like directly after the cops show up. That was our part. We were like, huh. Because the husband wasn't first like, oh, we called too early. Sorry. But yeah, apparently not entirely. Have no clue what was wrong, like if there's something in the car that shouldn't be there or whatever. Not my cup of tea. But yeah. Oh well. So yeah, on Friday also, my daughter and I made a kwarktaart. It's like with pork, as the name suggests. She wanted a rainbow version, so I have been fussing to color it in rainbows and everything. But yeah, she enjoyed it because she was making it herself. Because yeah, I'm like, you can read what you need to do. So I'm standing here, I'm helping because yeah, it's still like heavy if you need to mix everything together and all. And I need to be sure that she mixes it good. But at the very least, she can make the mix and help a little bit with like coloring and everything. But it was something. It was kind of annoying, to be quite honest, because it was kind of difficult. But in the end, we succeeded. It got colored. Don't ask how, but it got colored. Yeah, at first I thought like everybody will want that cake. We have nothing for ourselves. But yeah, we ended up with 2 pieces left over because almost everybody had one. But yeah, birthday party itself, it was fun. Kids at a certain point went upstairs to play for a little bit, but I'm fine with that. I'm like, if you want to play, fine. My son had a little bit of a tendency to want everybody to look at his room. I'm like, boy, you still have your baby bed in there, being it with the side open, but yeah, we don't have the space and we're still working on the attic. It's a 1,000-year plan. It's really annoying, but we're getting there. Thankfully, we now get at a point where we're starting to move along. So hopefully by the end of the summer, they both have their own good rooms. Because we've been on Sunday to the IKEA to look around. We also had some spatulas that there was like a callback action on, so we needed to drop those off. But yeah. But yeah, so when we went to IKEA, we actually had been looking also for like beds and cabinets and everything. Like, okay, what's the normal size? Like, okay, what's all we need to figure out? So hopefully by this weekend at least we can at least check like what size wise we come out of and how we need to figure everything out, so that we at least know that. But we hopefully, or at least I am hopeful, that with a little bit of luck we can get everything like ready to build instead of like build it ourselves, because that would save us a lot of time. Because building furniture from IKEA I can do myself, so I don't need a husband with that. It's just following simple steps on an instruction sheet. I'm stupid, but I'm not that stupid that I can't do that. So I was also saying to the husband, like, okay, if we are going to do that, then at least that saves us probably like almost a month of time. Yes, it will be hot working on it like during the summer, but we have a mobile air conditioning unit now on the attic because we have enough of the walls done that we could plug in the electricity boxes and everything. I'm blanking on the name again, but the plugs and everything to put it in there are now safe to use. So we could put that in there. And it saves us a lot of heat there. When we're working on it now, we really need to stop it because now we're working with a lot of sawdust. But as soon as that is done, then I don't need to as much anymore. I did a bit of stucco work already there. I am planning on doing that some more as soon as we've done the rest of the walling, like at the sides where the wall is. So yeah, I'm trying to do as much as I can myself so that, yeah, husband has still like weekends and everything. But yeah, we're trying to move it along a bit. And yeah, if we don't need to build furniture, we can just put it together like that, like regular furniture. It will save us a lot of time. Husband actually wanted one of those beds that I was like, he makes it small but has like everything close to it so that he can, if she's older, can just make the bed bigger. But I'm like, to be quite honest, like give her the white bed already, because we will forget that we've done that, or we're never getting around to do that. But just like give her the big bed now and just put one blanket on it, or just have a 1-person blanket and just have 2 of them. But then she at least can have like her kids bedding, because like the big adult bedding is just a bit different. Many times they're not like really kid friendly images. Well, not kid friendly, but like not specifically for kids, no unicorns or anything, or Pokemon or whatever she wants to. So yeah, but that's like up for debate still. We actually wanted to look it up like on Sunday, but didn't get around to it like in regular us fashion. Also got a bit of extra shopping done, so our daughter also like picked up a few bits for her birthday money. One thing she got that we still need to let her pay back because she didn't take her money with her, but we're like, you know what, you can already have it, we just need to get your money out of your savings, quote unquote, like your birthday money, and then you can have it. So we still need to do that, but last couple of days have been strange, as I said. So it will probably be tomorrow or something, or maybe this evening. We'll need to see how everything turns out. Yeah, it has been a crazy bit. It's been so warm, like as soon as you step the foot out of the door, everything begins to sweat. No fun at all. But we'll get there. Also, at least like when I'm now diamond painting, I'm not feeling the burnout as much. So I think like I burnt myself out a bit on the shorts. Yes, I have been working on shorts like the past couple of days still a little bit. Well, at least yesterday. I am, after I'm done with this, I am going to try to at least film one at least. Hopefully two, depending on how fast it will be going. I'm now going to, I kitted up yesterday one because I had one that I still needed to do, but I needed to kit up another one, but I needed to have some space and like the tray tower I have so that I could put it in there. So it was a little bit of like, can't kit it up because I don't have enough space. But I kitted up the Mini Dazzles set from Diamond Art Club. I will be doing the drinks one first. Not entirely sure if I directly after that will be doing the rainbow one, but I need to see. Like, would you like to see a review of the Mini Dazzle sets, or are you like, nah, I don't care? Because if nobody wants to see them, I'm not going to film a review on it. Like, not going to film it just because to have a video. Because then I'd rather do nothing, because if nobody watches it, why waste the money on for the time on it? It's not that my subscriber count is so high that I make a lot of money of it. Like, I can be happy if I have like 25 cents a video in like 2-3 weeks. Obviously, you have like the every now and then video that makes a lot more, but there are not much of them. So yeah, if you are thinking about creating a channel, don't do it in the hopes of making money, because this craft will cost you a lot more money than YouTube will make you. Unless you are lucky and are getting to be one of the big creators, but yeah. Still, I think it will cost you more because then you also need to show more. Or just need to be very, very lucky. Yeah, so I'm going to do the Mini Dazzle set at least. Then I need to see what I'm going to do. But yeah, yesterday I came to the point where I could be starting, but I had like around 30 minutes. I'm like, yeah, I have done a few mini sets, not a Mini Dazzle set, but I'm like, those most of the times took around half an hour. So for the first one, I'm not going to risk it to have it take like 40 minutes because I also have had those. So yeah, I wasn't able to do like a second short. I still have a few that I need to edit, so at least I can move around a little bit. But yeah, that's just for like 2 weeks in total. So before that, I at least have to film something. So I'm going to try to, like in the upcoming days, do as much as I possibly can so that I'm not fighting against time as much, because when the kids are at home, it's a lot more difficult to film the shorts, because as soon as they jump a bit too much, my camera arm will start bouncing all over the place, and yeah, that's not nice. There's also one that I need to see, like, if I can even use it, because Thursday last week, it was one of those weather days. I started, it was perfectly fine, the weather was nice. When I was filming it, at a certain point, clouds came rolling in, and it became dark. Oh my goodness, and it started to rain and pour and all in between, and yeah, I needed to adjust the lighting a few times, and still, like, it goes from really dark to really light and back, and so yeah, I'm not entirely sure if that video will be watchable, but we're going to see. Otherwise, I need to figure out something else. But yeah, it's a whole mess. I apparently taken a lot of more of my fork than I could chew with my everyday videos. But I'm glad that I at least was able to, like, let it work as long as I was able to. So that's at least something. I was able to make it work for like half a year before I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do it anymore, because otherwise I will be totally burnt out, and then the joy of the craft will be gone, and I won't want to diamond paint anymore. So that I don't want to avoid. There are enough people saying already, like, I'm burnt out on diamond painting, I can't, and yeah. I don't have like the biggest stash, but I have still enough that I'm like, I want to complete it first before I start thinking about stopping. Not that I'm planning on stopping diamond painting. It's more the question of like, how long will I continue with YouTube? But that's the eternal question. I have already asked myself that number of times, like, why am I still on YouTube? And then I'm thinking like, oh yeah, I like to make the shorts and the time lapses specifically, and yeah, I do really like it. So yeah, hopefully it stays that way. Otherwise, the channel might be disappearing. But yeah, but to be quite honest, at a certain point, all the channels disappear. But one stays 1 year, one stays 20 years. So who knows how long this channel will stick around. But yeah, let's think what else. Yeah, yesterday the kids had wheels day in school, so they could take out like everything they have like with wheels, so steps. Bicycles wasn't allowed because they go fast and they don't look and turn, and yeah, it's a whole safety issue. But like with a lot of stuff, they were able to. Our daughter today has water day, so they were taking some like water play stuff, like water guns and soakers and whatever, the whole stuff. So they have taken those. And tomorrow they are like watching the 6th grade movie or something. So it's, I think, like, instead of a musical, what a lot of classes do, they make like a small movie. So as far as I understood, they are going to watch that tomorrow. And they also will be having the farewell of one of their interns. On Thursday, they have the farewell of the other intern. They can take some games to school, so they can play that. And yeah, they're making a fun week out of it, even though the first 2 days are a bit shorter. Wednesday is always a short day, so that's good. Yeah. It's a whole lot of something. Yeah, thankfully the kids have a good week. I have no clue what the planning is for like the kids of my son's class, because that they don't tell you. Some classes are very good at like giving like the planning, and some don't. But we will see. Yeah. What else? Not entirely sure if we did anything else. So I'm just going to finish this little small part that I'm now working on. And then I'm calling it a day. And then I can do like, hopefully like 1 or 2 shorts after this. And then it's already time to pick up the kids. Because they have such a short day at the moment. I'm going to pick up my trash from the table. Not that I directly put it in this jar. No, I need to give myself extra work. Yeah, so I'm not sure what we're going to do this afternoon with the kids. Like, part of me wants to take them outside and play with water, but I'm like, at the same time, it is inside. It's like 20 to 25 degrees Celsius, and it's like 27, 28, 37, 38 or something outside. So maybe it's like nicer to stay indoors. But maybe I'll let them choose. We'll see. We'll see, we'll see. We get to it when we get to it. That's an afternoon problem, not a now problem. But yeah, with that, my fried brain and I are going to go. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day or night. If you liked the video, well, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and all the fun YouTube stuff. And if there's anything you want to tell me, ask me, leave me a comment down in the comment section below the video. You can also just leave an emoji if you just want me to know that you watched the video, as per usual. And yeah, again, I'm going to leave it at this. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!